everybody, and welcome to the 12th Sam's Doubleheader of the channel. I'm very excited to dive into this one. We are featuring Dan Vasc today. He was the one that won the poll for the 12th Sam's Doubleheader, so appreciate everyone that voted on that poll as always. We'll be back, as always, at this weekend with this Friday or Saturday with another poll for the 13th Sam's Doubleheader. So, with that being said, we're going to get started with The Last Stand, Sabaton cover by Dan Vasc. But this is a Carla Bessa video, and from what I understand, this is, it's like side by side with Sabaton's music video, if I'm correct. And then after that, we got Rhapsody of Fire cover, Emerald Sword, Dan Vasc, and Mike Levas, another Carla Bessa video. So, very excited to dive in. If y'all enjoyed the reaction, like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on notifications, never miss a thing on the channel, all the stuff. Go show love to Dan Vasc. Big shout out again to everyone that voted on the poll. Let's dive in. This song, I swear, is so epic. This song is absolutely incredible. No matter, so I was wrong. It's actually side by side with a like Sabaton like live performance they did. So that's very cool. Carla did an amazing job with this video. Like the mashup and everything. Everything is outstanding. I'm loving the sound, like they're sounding incredible. Obviously, of course, I love both versions, Sabaton's version of the song and Sabaton's original version of the song, and of course Dan's version too. They both are incredible. I've reacted to both versions. They're absolutely amazing. Again, and this song is just incredible. Like the amount of just power and just adrenaline and everything in this song is just amazing, honestly. Like, it's just absolutely incredible. I love the sounding of the guitars, the bass, the drums, of course. Just outstanding job so far. And I have reacted to quite a few Carla Carla Besta's stuff. And again, I'm not gonna lie, she does an incredible job with these like mashup type videos and stuff. She does an insane job. So big shout out to her as always. Like always, I'll leave Carla Besta's channel in the description along with Dan's and stuff like that. But yeah, again, very cool. That was incredible. Whoops. The Last Stand Sabaton cover by Dan Vasc. Up and down, like side by side mashup video by Carla Bessa of a live performance that Sabaton did of the song, and also, of course, Dan's version of the song as well. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely insane. Again, up next is indeed Rhapsody of Fire cover Emerald Sword, Dan Vasc and Mike Levas. Real quick before we do jump into that, again, Last Stand is an incredible song. It's an epic song. It has just an epic, like, heavy, like, beat to it, heavy, like, metal beat and everything, a rock beat to it. I love the drums and everything in it too. The guitar riffs, the bass lines in it too are insane. Just absolutely love it. Again, I've reacted to both Sabaton's original version of the song, the official video they did for it, and I've also, of course, reacted to Dan Vasc's version and video that he did for it, and both are incredible. Both videos are amazing. Both versions of this song are amazing. I love, well, honestly, both takes on the song. Sabaton's take on the song, original take on the song, and of course, Dan's take on it are just absolutely amazing. The amount of, I mentioned it, the amount of power and just adrenaline and everything in this song in general, but flat out in both voices, Sabaton's lead singer's voice and Dan's voice are just insane. And I'm not gonna lie, Dan's voice, in a way, at least to me, it's my opinion, y'all can agree and disagree on this, but at least in my opinion, Dan, in a way, every time I hear Dan's version of The Last Stand, he sounds really close, if not identical, to the Sabaton's lead singer, which I keep forgetting his name, which I do apologize, but whatever his name is, he sounds like him. Again, y'all can, that's my opinion, y'all can agree or disagree on that, but it just sounds really close to me, or like identical to me. But next song on the list, we do have Rhapsody of Fire cover Emerald Sword, Dan Vasc and Mike Levas. Let's get it going. I love how they both just have, both Dan and Mike both have the stance of, like, they're ready. Like, they're ready to go. And they both give the same look. Dan Vasc, or mainly Carla Bessa, but still. Carla Bessa, that was Rhapsody of Fire cover Emerald Sword, Dan Vasc and Mike Levas. That was insane. Both songs, The Last Stand and Emerald Sword, are epic songs. They have epic, like heavy, like metal, like beats and everything to them. They have really cool guitarists, really cool bass drum, like bass lines, drums, like in it, like everything. Just they're two awesome songs. Let's just put it that way. They're two awesome songs that Dan covers. But not to mention, I love Mike's performance as well. Mike had an amazing voice. Obviously, we know what Dan can do. Mike had an amazing voice. I thought the sounding of the instrumentals, guitar, bass, drums, all of it was outstanding. Amazing performance by both Dan and Mike. An amazing job, like always, to Carlo for mashing these two up, for mashing these two in this video and making this video. It was amazing. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. Dan is, not to mention, Dan joins Mission Souls as far as being the second artist to be featured on two Sam's Doubleheaders. Mission Souls was the first one, and now Dan has officially been featured on two Sam's Doubleheaders. So, very cool indeed. And Dan is just, honestly, there's a good reason why, in my personal opinion, there's a good reason why I can see a lot of reactors saying that Dan is by far, without a doubt, in their favorites list, or like one of their favorite artists to react to ever. Not just because of his like personality, like who he is as like a person, but as well as just flat out who he is as an artist, as a singer. Like his voice is epic. Not to mention he just the amount of just like power and everything that he unloads in every single one of his covers, even emotion sometimes too. Like the dude is just relentless. The dude is just incredible. When I say relentless, I mean that in a good way. He's just absolutely incredible. I love it, and that's again, that's probably one of the main reasons why he is again by far one of my favorite in like the favorites I would say list as far as artists to react to. Just absolutely insane. I loved it. But if y'all enjoyed this 12th Sam's Doubleheader, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on notifications, never miss a thing on the channel. In the description will be all of my links and a link to the original video. Show love to Dan, give him a like, subscribe, share, stream his music, follow him on all other social medias. Go support Carla Bessa. Go support Mike as well as Sabaton as well, who technically in a way will also feature in this Doubleheader. So go show them love as well. As always, guys, last thing today, we'll be back tomorrow with more reactions along with a 2:30 p.m. Central Time Gabriel Enrique watch party right here on YouTube and Twitch for those who can make that. Take care, y'all. I'll see y'all next one. Have a good night. Peace out, guys.